Okay guys, welcome back. Okay guys, just a little something, and I shouldn't be doing it from here because it's not relative to what I'm going to talk about. But somebody asked me about, they said they were having okay with their chipping and pitching with the process where we face the target and then we turn around here, because that gives us great stability. And I just forgive me for forgetting your name, but I get 150 emails a day, so I forget. But what the guy asked was, he's having a bit of trouble off tight lies. Now guys, tight lies, if you've got a tight lie, now I like tight lies because I like to nip the golf ball, but for the club player, a tight lie is a bit intimidating. But it's only intimidating because you're not playing it right. Now if you've got tight, it depends where you are. Like if you're in Scotland, all the grass there is mown really tight, and I love that sort of stuff. There's a couple of golf courses here down in the south in Australia here, and they're really tight fairways, and I just love that because I like to be, they're tight, they're cut tight, but they've got good base underneath, so you can really clamp the ball. But in doing that, you don't want a lot of bounce on your golf club, because if you've got a tight lie and it's a really tight, the club is not going to have any ability to go down. It's going to hit that hard ground or that tight lie and maybe bounce into the ball. So if I've got a pitch shot off a tight lie, I never use a sand iron, unless I really want to spin it and the under part of the tight grass is good. But what I do, guys, I get wedges, even 9-irons, and I take the bounce off it, and then you can really nip it. If you've got really hard ground underneath, then you don't want to go anywhere near anything that's got any bounce on it. I mean, you'd be amazed how many pitch shots I hit with 9-irons and 8-irons if I'm hitting off tight lies, because you don't want bounce. You know, you can't be like, normally when you want to use, and I won't go into it here, but to use the bounce on a golf club properly, believe it or not, when you see guys like Trevino and that hit it, they're actually hitting the bounce into the ground before the golf ball. It's actually like a fat shot, but it's a really cultured fat shot. But we'll go into that some other time. But really, so for that little tight lie shot, guys, obviously with channel lock we play it back, but with any swing we play it back. It's probably one of the shots where you do have some shaft lean, so you have to shut the face down, and you want to stay very quiet. Keep the body quiet, and basically it's get the legs here so that they're supporting the body. Close the shoulders. We just cock the club up, and we just fire it. Just cock it up, and we just fire it. Okay, it's not tight lie here. It's actually, but the whole thing is you want to get that golf ball first, guys. You want to get it just at the back so it's sliding down under and pinching the ball. And you won't do that if your hands are back here. And the reason most club players pull their pitch shots is because their hands are back here and they come in and the club does that and the ball goes left. It's usually the nemesis of the club player is the pulled short iron shot. So you'll always watch the better player. He'll set it up here and a little tight lie clamp shot here. I've got a little bit of shaft angle, guys, and see this here? I want that happening when I hit that little pitch shot. At the end of the day, you don't want to come through and hit this little tight shot like that. You've got to release the club down into the ball and over the ball on these shots, and you've got to be fairly aggressive with that. Now, a little shot like this, it's there, and you've got to release the club. It's got to be down, and see that ball would hit the green in just a couple of hops and stop. Now they're coming a little bit lower, but if you hit it with enough integrity, they'll stop. They'll back up. They'll just back up. So we get here, back cock into here, get into the knees, 5 o'clock nose. We're just going to cock the club up, and then we're going to release down on top of it. And really clamp it. See how I clamp that? Now I actually like tight lies. I've never been to Scotland, but I want to go over there and play those golf courses for that reason. This here is actually, this is very hard here, this is very tight right here. So here, we're just going to, that is actually quite a tight lie there. But see, that's really jamming it down. So you got, guys, it's like the doorknob, like the vertical doorknob. When you hit a little shot off a tight lie, don't try and scoop it. The club's always got to be going ball into the ground and then low through the ball. It's the one shot where you're really off a tight lie. You've got to get it into the ball low and keep it going low after you've hit the shot here, there. But that pitching action, where we actually face the target, face it here, then we just turn around. But see how legs are now really stable, guys. That's really crisp, but that's because I'm here. But that should be in every iron shot you hit, guys. You know, that's a proper release in every iron shot. That. You don't want that. Even in Da Vinci Code, where we get in here, we still release the club that way. We're firing it past this lead wrist, but we're still releasing it that way. Face the target here. And the good thing is, guys, you just never flub it, because you're in such a strong position with those hands there like that. A little bit of shaft lean. I don't play with a lot of shaft lean, but if I've got a specialist shot like that where I want to nip the ball, I do. And the same if you've got a 3-wood off a really tight lie. That's what I do with the 3-wood. I play it, well, I play everything off the back with channel lock, but I play it back, guys, but I really do jam it. I just, you know, just jam over the top, release it here, just into it there. Anyway, for the guy that wanted to know about the tight lies, but don't use as, don't try and be cute. You don't want a sand iron, because a sand iron for the club player is just not the shot. It really isn't the shot, guys. We just get it here, we look at the target, get it here, it's going to cock it up, and we're always getting golf ball, nothing but ball. Okay, I hope that explains the how to play those tight lies, and I'm sorry I forgot your name.